And today we have a very, 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 very interesting topic. You know, one day you come back home and then you find a bunch of your wives cheating on you with someone. How would this feel? What do you do? What is your reaction as a decent believer in Allah? Like you go home and then you find one of your wives or four of them. One is doing belly dancing to the guy. The other one, she is doing massage. The other one, she is use your imagination. What do you do? I mean, come on, let us be honest here. What do you do? Remember, in Islam, you have to have 4 witnesses in order to prove adultery, and those 4 witnesses, they have to see the intercourse processing, which means if your wife is in the top of the guy and both of them are naked, that is not a proof that they are having adultery. No. Not only that, even if you see his private part going in and out, there's no proof. You have to have 4 witnesses. So you take your phone, you call 4 friends, and you ask your wife and her boyfriend to wait. Not to finish, please. Just stop for now. Let me call my friends. And then you bring 4 guys, and then they have to see his private part going in her private part. And then you have adultery. And I challenge any Muslim to say I'm lying. However, our topic today is different. It's not what you think. This is a very well-known Saudi sheikh. His name is Al-Urayfi. This guy is very funny, by the way. Once they have a conference, and he said that your heart will make you know that this is from Allah, from God. So he recites funny words, making it sound like the Quran. And he make a chapter, it's called the chapter of the apple, which is a fabrication of his own. And he recites Quran, and he asked the French guy in the stage, which one you think is the true one from God? The guy, he liked the apple one, which means the fake one. So the sheikh, he got busted that the apple verses, which is made by him, is more true than the verses of Allah. We can play this video maybe later. But today, our sheikh here is going to tell us about a very sad story. It is something we mentioned before, but now we will go on more questions. Now imagine that you are a monkey and you go to sleep, and then your wife, Mrs. Chimpanzee, she starts cheating on you. I mean, this story is heartbreaking, and I do not know how a female chimpanzee, she can do such a thing to her husband.
يعني لها مشاعر هي عجماء فيما نرى نحن لكن في الحقيقة يتكلم بعضها مع بعض.
They have emotions.
ويتفاهم بعضها.
They communicate and they talk.
نحو ذلك.
And etc.
بعض الصحابة.
And so, some of the companions says, when I was in the time of ignorance, I saw a monkey stoning a monkey, and this is in al-Bukhari. I was taking care of my sheep. Then a big monkey, huge monkey, he come and he have a smaller monkey, which is the female one. She's a female.
فجاءت ووضعت له فخذها واضطجع برأسه عليه ونام.
So she put her leg, she lay down, and he put his head on her leg, and he slept over it.
فأقبل قرد آخر فغمزها.
And then another monkey, he come and he plinked to her. I mean, look at this. I mean, look, you guys, just honestly, this is disgusting. I mean, you are a chimpanzee now. And now you are just, I mean, come on, like, leave that guy alone. the guy is in the wood alone with his Mrs. Chimpanzee, and he is laying down over her leg, which is very nice, so very romantic. You know, I want to do that when I get married. And that's my dream, to be a monkey and to lay down the tree, and your wife is a chimpanzee. What do you want more in life? Okay, so he laid down. I don't know, this is too much. I hope you guys are not getting excited with this. You know, please hold your emotion, because this is too much romantic. I mean, and those stories are true stories, by the way. This is a true story, it's happening for real. Another monkey came and he blinked. Like, you know, I don't know if you know, like monkeys, they blink too. In case you do not know that, because you're ignorant. You know, if you study the monkey, the chimpanzee, like, okay, like there's a scientist, he's from Japan. His name is Yukubuku. Okay, he have a book studying the science of cuckoo, and he come with the conclusion that the first one who blink ever, it was a monkey. So another monkey, he came and he blink, like ting, you know, man. And obviously his eyelashes is very long because it worked. So she looked at him. Look at this. I mean, not only the guy he blink, she received the blink. So she looked at him.
ثم أخذت حجرا ووضعته مكان رجلها ورأس القرد الكبير عليه وذهبت معه.
So she took a stone and she put it under the head of her husband and she went with him. Listen carefully. If your wife, she have a big stone next to your bed, now we know exactly what she is planning for. I want every male with us here. Look next to your bed, under the bed, in the backyard, in the front yard. If you see any stone or any block, whatever, you know, concrete block, whatever, you know, if you see that your wife, she have such a stone there, that means she is planning to cheat on you. When you are asleep, she will take your head from over her leg, sorry, and she will put your head over the rock, and you stay sleeping, ignorant, stupid. Shame on you. Don't you notice? I mean, she moved your head, you don't feel it? What a stupid monkey. Okay, and what happened next? And he did boom boom to her, and I was watching. Look at this guy. Not only he took her, he was doing boom boom in public against the city policies, against the regulation. It's haram to do it in public. So not only he is committing adultery, brother, this monkey with the female monkey, she is married to other monkey, and obviously they are Muslim monkeys. You will see later why. And the other Muslim is a Saudi Muslim, like this guy. He was watching. He saw it. He's the witness. Okay, what happened next? Oh, we quit the video. Hold on. By mistake. Let us go back. Okay, hold on. Sorry for disturbing your... I know, like, it's like, you know, those things happen always in the Middle East. You're watching a movie and then you lose electricity. You know, those things always happen. Unbelievable. Yeah. Okay. So, where do we stop here? Another monkey came and he blinked. She looked at him. And she took a stone and she put it under his head instead of her leg, and she went with him. And he was doing boom to her, and I was watching. And he do it as man, he do it to a woman. Look. This monkey, he was doing it the same as man, he do it to a woman. Where is the atheist? Where's the atheist? You atheist, you need a proof against Muslim that the origin of a human being is a monkey. Look, the sheikh, he just witnessed that the guy, the monkey, the chimpanzee, he was doing it exactly as the man do it. But by the way, how the man do it? What do you mean? Because according to the hadith, your prophet, he never made his wife have orgasm. I don't know which was doing exactly. Anyway, so, okay, what happened next?
وصارت توخر الحجر حتى تضع رجلها مرة ثانية.
And she came back and slowly she moved the rock so she can put her leg under the head of the monkey. Alhamdulillah.
فاستيقظ
Uh-oh, and the husband, he woke up. Look at this now. The monkey, the husband, he woke up.
يقول وجعل يشمها.
He started smiling, sniffing her, you know where, you know? Like, what the heck? What is that smell? Did I smell some sperm here? Like, what? What is this sperm coming from?
ثم صرخ.
And he screamed.
بالقرود واجتمعوا.
And he screamed for all the monkeys together, and they gathered.
وجعل يصرخ بهم.
He starts screaming on them.
ثم أخذوا الحجارة وأخذوا يرجمونها.
And they took the stones and they started stoning the female for adultery. You know, Sheikh, I have a question. What is the proof first that this female, she's not divorced maybe? Maybe the guy before he sleep with her, I mean the husband before he lay down, he gave her an order that she's divorced. Or maybe they just finished muta. Maybe she is temporarily married. So like the contract of muta is until 6 o'clock. At 6:05, the other monkey, he blinked to her. So she go to do another muta. So what is the proof that they are not practicing muta? Secondly, do you have any witnesses that this female monkey, she was married to that monkey? Maybe she was cheating with the other guy too. How you know that this first monkey was the husband of this female monkey? Maybe both of them are not. Brothers and sisters, when you hear these stories, things will happen to you.
In another fabricated, misrepresented hadith.
Fabricated, mispresented hadith, brother. For the other sheikh, it's true hadith. For this Abdul, it's fabricated, mispresented, and he drank 1 gallon of juice after his lie. But this is in al-Bukhari. Even al-Bukhari is a fabricated, mispresented. And look, he could not handle it. The lie is not going through. Like he knew that this is, like we know that the story obviously is a lie. But according to Muslim, this is not a lie. But because it's very embarrassing, this guy, he have to swallow the whole gallon of juice after he said, this is misrepresented hadith, fabricated. Why?
Fabricated.
Why?
Misrepresented hadith.
Take a drink. More.
About a companion saying, oh, I saw monkeys fornicate.
So what's wrong with that?
And one of them fornicated, and the monkeys got together and stoned that monkey. I mean, that is, you gotta be joking.
No way.
Right? These kind of things are like, animals don't do like whether animals were pelting each other or not is not an act of stoning, okay? Because they were fornicating like that.
No way. So what about your prophet? He mentioned about the monkey who spent the money of the guy who was cheating in the wine. Is that a fabricated hadith too? Let me see if I can find a video for it. There was, brothers and sisters, a person. This person, he was cheating in wine. At that time, wine is halal. Let me see if I can find any video about it. So this guy, guys, he was cheating on the wine, brother. And then he put water with the wine. And then at the end of the day, brother, after he sold all his wine, he was in a ship, brother. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm sure there's some videos about it, because Muslims, they love those stuff, you know. It's their, like, it's their joy. Okay, here we go. We found something. We found something. We found something, brother. Something. Yeah. Let us see. I will put it for you. Okay, hold on. The first 10 minutes is not here. The guy is drinking juice too. The guy is reading the Kindle book. When the video will start? Okay. Let us move it, because this is the where he will start talking. Okay, maybe here.
Bag of money after the end of the day, the sales, and jumped up the, what do you call it, sales, the bag of money.
I'm trying to find where he stopped.
The monkey took to increase the sale, you know. So Rasulullah said, the monkey took the bag of money after the end of the day, the sales, and jumped up the, what do you call it, when you have the flag of the boat.
Yeah, the flag of the boat, yeah.
The mat, yeah. And then he stood on top of it and he started throwing 1 dinar in the bahr and 1 dinar in the ship until he gets rid of all the haram.
Look at this. This is a good Muslim monkey. The guy was cheating by adding water to the wine, brother. The monkey who was with him, he's a good Muslim monkey. He don't accept that. So he took the money, he jumped to the top of the boat. He started throwing 1 coin in the water, 1 coin in the ship, 1 coin in the water, 1 coin in the ship, 1 coin in the water, 1 coin in the ship, until all the money he took it from cheating is gone. Alhamdulillah.
Subhanallah. How many people heard this hadith before? Exactly, because it was also my first time hearing it.
The sheikh, he just heard it. You know, I just remember it. He heard it first time. I don't know how old is he. He never heard this hadith before. You must be a monkey too, because how come you do not know? How come you are a sheikh? You do not know this hadith before?
That's why I'm trying to bring you a hadith. Of course, they're all authentic.
Authentic. It's authentic. But what? Brothers and sisters, all it is authentic. Like what? It is what? All is authentic. Monkeys do things, my friend. Monkeys, they have a bone in the body of Muhammad. There's a strong relationship between the monkeys and Muhammad prophethood. I mean, look like too many stories Muhammad mentioned about those monkeys. Tell us more, Laith, why you think this is fabricated?
Whether or not is not an act of stoning, okay, because they were fornicating like that. It doesn't, the animal kingdom doesn't work like that.
Really?
Okay? It doesn't work like, I mean, yes.
So the animal kingdom, they knew that this guy is cheating, and they throw the dinar, 1 in the sea and 1 in the boat, because he was...
They will attack each other, they will pelt each other, but it doesn't work with these kind of imaginative realities like fornication.
But why? Why? Isn't it the Quran said the following? Let us go and read. By the way, I have a new keyboard, so don't worry now about my typing. You know, finally we bought a new keyboard. Okay, let us see what the Quran says about the animals. All right, chapter 6, verse number 38. There is no animal on the land, nor a bird flying with its wings, but our community like you, we have neglected nothing in the scriptures, then to their Lord will be gathered. What this verse saying? That animals, they have a book like you, and they are community like you, and they will gather in the day of judgment, and Allah will judge between them. So when a Muslim, he laugh at as a hadith, like this guy Mufti Layth, I feel sorry for him. He's suffering from stupidity he found in his books. Because he cannot take it that he's a prophet and his companions teaching that animals are community like non-Muslims, and they are Muslims, and they worship Allah, and they've been given a book, and they've been given scriptures, and Allah will gather them in the day of resurrection, and He will judge between them. There is a hadith, let me see, about two goats were fighting. Let me see if I can find it in English. Let us see this one. Where we can find the hadith, when we can find the hadith. Let me see, I cannot find it in English. Let me see if I can find a different one in English. Let us see if we can find another one. No, this one not there too. Okay. But we can, we can translate what we have in front of us in Arabic into English. Let us do that. If we cannot find it in English, we can use Google Translation. Translate to English, please. All right. I heard that there will be retribution among animals in the day of resurrection. Is that true? If it's true, how we can get the explanation for this, or like the answer for this? Answer: thanks to Allah, it was narrated from the Prophet, may Allah pray on him, in the hadith, and has evidence of many methods, which means it's very authentic. He said that God judged between his creation, jinn and human and animals, and that he, in the companion they asked, is that it can be true, and he said yes. And then there's a hadith about he saw two goats fighting, and then Allah, he will question them why they are fighting. So when this poor guy Mufti Layth, I feel sorry for him. He start laughing at what he see in his books. That because he feel the pain in which religion he belonged to. Because there's no way somebody, look, if all those books, by the way, are garbage, why you have them in your bag? Isn't this a good question? Not only that, we have other verses in the Quran confirm that in the judgment day Allah will gather the animals and he will question them. what you would do with the Quran. You will say that you don't like the Hadith. Will the Quran confirm that too? All the beasts will be gathered and Allah will judge between them. All the animals will gather and Allah will judge between them. And when a Muslim, he started questioning the stupidity of Islam, do you know what will happen? Right away, the Muslims, they will accuse him that he is not a Muslim.
You know, have you heard of Mufti Abu Layth? And he says, no, I said Muslims. Ya Shadi. And he's talking about that and that Muslims would never really do certain things. And somebody says, well, you know, have you heard of Mufti Abu Layth? And he says, no, I said Muslims. Ya Shadi. And then you can see here is another message by him, Ya Shadi, up to his monkey business again, saying, I'd add that it's an honor to be a student. So he's trying to respond to something that I'd said, that, oh, he's just studying with people who my students study with. So he's saying, well, I study with Sheikh Zuhair, he's mentioning, right, who teaches in Egypt, and he's saying it's an absolute honor. And by the way, I have been blasphemous. He's saying that I have blasphemed. I have insulted the Prophet. This is what he's accusing me of. I've insulted the Prophet. Why have I insulted the Prophet? Because I've mocked the Dajjal.
Is that a joke? Oh, you mock the Dajjal, you mock the Prophet. Isn't it you who mocked the Prophet when he said that Allah will ejaculate and he will resurrect people from his sperm? You did. I find that's very interesting how Muslims these days, they try to find an exit to their false prophet. It's nothing but an exit. I don't know, I'm trying to find the video so we can play it for you. And he was wearing an umbrella. He put an umbrella on the top of his head to cover his head from the ejaculation of Allah. Maybe if the admins, they have the link, they can post it and I can play it. So anything is an embarrassment. The Muslim, they start and they try to wash their hands from it, because obviously Muhammad's life is full of embarrassing stories. But what we will do with the Quran, who the Quran saying that Allah will gather all animals and he will judge between them, who the Quran saying Allah, he gave them scriptures. What we will do with all the reference and all the books you have? How many books you want to burn? How many pages do you want to rip off? And the question is, how come this guy is laughing at such a thing, but he is not laughing at stupidity in the Quran? As an example, a king, his name is Solomon, he died and he was standing for almost a year and nobody noticed. Because it's in the Quran, he don't dare to laugh at it. Do you see the hypocrisy? But because if what is logical for you, what making you laugh, or like logical or not logical, makes sense, doesn't make sense. So is it logical that there is a king who have army, ministers, he died a year ago, and then nobody noticed that he's dead because he died, Allah, he made him die standing, holding his stick. Why you don't refuse this one? Chapter 16, verse number 49, it says that all the animals, they pray to Allah and they worship Allah, which means they are Muslims. And not only that, they are humble. To Allah bows down everything in heaven and everything in earth, and every living creature. It's the Quran saying. So the Quran confirm, this is not metaphorical. All of them, and this is by the way stupid, because we don't bow down to Allah. Atheists don't bow down to Allah. Buddhists don't bow down to Allah. Hindus don't bow down to Allah. So if everything bow down to Allah, that means this verse is stupid. Let's continue. Chapter 22, verse number 18. Don't you realize that to Allah protesters, everyone's in the heaven and everyone in the earth, and the sun and the moon and the stars and the mountains and the trees and the animals. And look what he said, and many of the people. But in the other verse he said all of them. Now he put the exception, many. But did he say the animals? Does it say the animals, guys, or I'm making things up? And not only, by the way, those creatures, they protest, you know. All of them, they protest, except the human being. Which means all animals are Muslims, including monkeys, pigs, donkeys, whatever, according to this verse. But from the human, there are some are not Muslims. So if the smart choice is to worship Allah, that means monkeys are smarter than a human being, and donkeys are smarter than a human being, and pigs are smarter than a human being. And then we need to ask ourselves, as long pigs are monkeys are believers too, so why Allah he considered them enemy? And then Allah, he will judge between them. He will send some to heaven, some to hell. What we will do with the Quran? Are you going to rip the pages too? Or you are so brave to laugh at your prophet Hadith? You see the hypocrisy of this cult? When they want, they laugh. When they want, they don't want to laugh. Nothing in the Quran makes sense. Does it make sense that in the heaven you will wear a bracelet from gold? What is this? In the heaven, Muslim men, they will wear a bracelet of gold? What is the value of gold in the heaven? Somebody says pigs are not the enemy of Allah. That's because if you're ignorant, my friend, the one who called himself Josh. You're a prophet, he says that the Messiah, he will come and he will kill the pig. So give me a break. Your funny God, he have a special mission to the Messiah. The Muslim Messiah, he will be the cowboy and he have a gun. The pig, he have a gun too. The Messiah of Islam, he will turn his back. The pig will turn his back too. And they will walk in two opposite directions. Are you following me, my friend? If you don't believe me, I can show you the reference. This is how silly your prophet, and this is how stupid this religion. That there's a God, his final destination is he will send the Isa to fight the pig. Do you see it? And your prophet, he swear by Allah that this is what will happen. It's not a joke. This is serious, my friend. The Messiah is now walking. And the pig is walking. And both have guns. And then one of them is going to shoot. And the other one, he will die. And then, hey, al-takbir, Allahu Akbar, takbir. The Messiah, he shot the pig. And the pig, he died. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. I mean, this is the most boring, stupid movie ever. Imagine you draw a character of a person who is the hero, who will rule the earth, and then this hero is going to fight with the pig. And then what he will do? He will kill the pig. It must be a true story. I mean, we have to be honest here. Think about it, brother. True story, true story. This is a true story. The Messiah will kill, he will break the cross. The Messiah will spend eternity just breaking electric columns. He go from every 20 meter, there's an electric column, because every electric column is a cross. And he will go from place to place breaking cross. Man, I feel sorry for this, Muslim Messiah. And after he break all the cross, now it's time to the big fight. Who? With the pig. Welcome to the zoo of Muhammad. Not only the Quran, they have a chapter of the elephant, chapter of the spider, chapter of, cow. And by the way, Mr. Abu Layth, as long you don't accept things does not make sense. So it doesn't make sense that Allah, he resurrect people by beating them by beef. Does that make sense to you? The Muslims, they make fun of the Hindus.